Now, the Korabi war about Ghana card. Now, I remember that there has been a series of oil in summer or being the Ghana card. No, actually, NDC phone was the bay now because they have proof to show there. Yes, one I bird will chat Ghana card maybe, but I'm here to say that it is not true. I'm here to say that what they are actually saying, no, it is not actually the real truth because there is actually a covered truth. Now, if you ask no say Eric Kawasam na say the proof is Eric Kawasam or Bibia or the Wedi. Now I am coming to show you based on our parliamentary act. I'm coming to show you based on video files. I'm coming to show you based on in summer ibini waka. And actually I'm going to give you all my own analysis. Now, starting from Oye Ghana card and some. Remember that as far back as 2003, there was a particular agency that was set up called the National Identification Secretariat. Now, what's setting up in the way, it was to that particular agency. It was to set up a system called the National Identification System. That system now it to give birth to Ghana card. It's the National Education Secretariat, and now that secretariat is going to set up the National Education System. Damn rubber, it can bring out the Ghana card. Now, there was an act, Dembre Oye and Brother 1992 Constitution. It is required there for you to bring certain bold things like that to affect every Oye Ghanaian. You have to pass it through the Act of Parliament. There was an act which passed through the Parliament of Ghana, which was Oye passed in 2006. Now, when you go to Google, type it, name the act that established the NI, the National Education Authority, in 2006. Also, the National Education Authority Act 2006, Act 707, 2006, Act 707, meaning that it was done in 2006. 2006, be some there. And now, I'm paying not to know. Former President J. Before not to know. No, or friend at the late President at Mills. No, former President John Dramani Mahama. It was J. Before the former President J. Before not as Oye President. No, making sure that that act was passed during the time. At the time, the National Education Secretariat was being made to set up the National Education System. Now, or if you want to know, the last term, which was in 2008, something happened. Because of that, the act had passed through every channel and became successful in Parliament and was passed. The Act 707 was passed in 2006. In 2008, July, they started mass registration of the Ghana card. They started piloting in the Western region, Eastern region, and Volta region. And I'm coming to show you proof. If I'm a video, some NDCs what now was the propaganda. This was done in July 2008 in Western region, in Eastern region, and in Volta region. Now, this was done between 2008 to 2010. Let's get it clearly. It was done between 2008 and 2010. And when it was being done, it be so there. In 2010, NDC time, let me tell you, it was in 2008 to 2010 because it was the last time of OIJ Kufo, and as you know, the mandate of the 1992 Constitution, what about what Abana what was them 4 years, 4 years. Since the last year was the 2018, which is the last term of the second term, no, 4 years, no, the last day, the last week for the year was 2008. It was going to start during that time because it was July 2008 it started. It was starting when the NIA, National Education Authority, started the production of the Ghana cards in these Western region, Eastern region, and Volta region. And I was starting. It's even there, 2008, 2009, 2010. But how come there they have this video? They have this video because the mass production of the mass registration started during that time. It was just why them are BB starting to BB today piloting. We are not trying to do the real one, but maybe let's start a pilot. There are many projects in Ghana. They have started a piloting before they started the real one, just to see the feedback. But the feedback of this platform one, as around 2010, time NDC was being there. Though the print of the card was also being made during one term, state institutions and banks had a problem. And remember that the Ghana card, as a state of an card, it was being done to help state institutions merge and banks also merge, so that it will be easy for you to capture the particular area. You can merge with the state institutions and of the banks, so that it's easy to transact financially, to also go to a particular company. And then we have NHIS, the National Health Insurance Scheme. CCR, if it's a Ghana card, it is a merge. Ikita wo DVLA to the merge Ghana card. Ikita wo or find them. Any other card that you have, you can merge it. Ikita wo SNET card, it to the merge with Ghana card. So now it is easy for you to now use the Ghana card now to make other things. So you can hold the Ghana card when you merge it, and that Ghana card can represent the SNET because you have merged it. It can represent the NHIS because you've merged it. So now you see, it is more like a mother card. Now, during that 2008 2010, the last year of Kufuor to the late President Atame Osino, the mass registration which was being done, there was a problem with state institutions and banks, so they rejected it. Now, this is the proof. This was done by between 2010 to 2008 to 2010. This is video. In the NDC for the propaganda there, Ghana card, it was done during their time. It was not done during their time. It was a particular thing started by J. Kufuor. No Beshe or the Prince in the Beshe 2008. No comments could do 2010 because, like I said, it was an act called Act 707. You show video.
The National Identification Authority began distributing the national identification cards in 2011, but had to put the exercise on hold due to challenges in personnel and logistics. For a while now, patrons have complained about their inability to access certain opportunities since they do not have their cards. It is against this backdrop that the NIA has begun a pilot distribution exercise in the Ladadekotopong and Lejokukukurowo municipal areas.
At a point in time, even though we have printed out 3 million cards, we had to stop because of the lack of resources. The government intends to make NIA, which is in line with our law, the sole repository of all biometric databases in the country. So we started this pilot distribution exercise again with our own resources as an attempt to cut down on the cost. And we are doing it so that you learn from it for the next phase of the distribution.
A Minister of State at the presidency, Dr. Ahmed Mustafa, said the authority would ensure every Ghanaian receives their cards as soon as possible. He, however, debunked assertions that the exercise was a scam.
The cards were printed. We faced challenges. An attempt was made to distribute them. And then the first challenge that came, we recoiled. But now we have been emboldened, we have been encouraged, we have taken the bold step to come out in spite of the existing challenges to do the card distribution. And I want to assure you that we will not stop, but we will continue to forge on with the distribution.
Claimants are, however, expected to present the collection slips given to them during the registration exercise and have their thumbprints verified before the cards will be given out. Adding that those who have misplaced the slips must authenticate their information with a thumbprint. Distribution centers for various areas in the region will be announced later.
If you heard it very clearly, as moving from 2008 to 2010, mass registration was being done. In 2011, then they started distribution of those cards. In the distribution of those cards, there was a problem because the state institutions and the banks had a problem that time. And also they themselves also had a problem with resources and funding. There was a problem. So if as now you print here, there's going to be a problem. Then let's hold on with distribution. Let's hold on. And if you check very carefully, the Ghana card, it had a problem. Now, in the Ghana card that we have, it has a chip on it. But before, they did not have any chip with it. That was the major problem. Apart from the companies and National Identification Authority, one problem with internal funding that time, there was a problem with that. How would you be able to match? Because card only any chip it doesn't have any chip. Because then how would it? Yes, that was a problem. The banks were having a problem. Should in case it falls right now, because that time the technology had not reached the advanced stage. If it was today, it was going to have Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bringing the ideas together. But today it has a chip. Today the banks can easily merge. Today the state institutions are wanting. These are state institutions for SNET, NHIS now. They are wanting DVLA. They are wanting the people to bring it. Now, what actually happened? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Obayeden. Now, all processes fail. That is, they will bring back oil the delivery of Ghana cards to the problems within a Ghana card. All processes failed until it was officially started by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in 2018. NPP had promised in their 2016 campaign. Today, the Ghana card makes it the most powerful corruption fighting tool in Ghana now. It's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, it was in their campaign during 2016 time, they revive it. Until it was started by J. Kufuor, former President J. Kufuor. It was printed during this time. It was registration was started during this time. No Beshemu NDC time. In a one wolf abandoned NPP Bay, which is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Nanda Akufo-Addo, which is His Excellency, they made sure that they will promise it. And when they said that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia took the digitization agenda and made sure that it was officially begun in 2018. And so this is there, I have promised you. Now, today, the Ghana card is one of the most powerful corruption tools. Now, let me show you why it is one of the most corruption fighting tools. Now, area, this one there, ABM for Canada, ABM from oil, US, ABM from oil, UK. You should know Australia. You should know that when you have a card, like car now was full. I remember my opinion or our friend Kofi Boateng sent me the card order for bus for oil Canada, Quebec. Now, in with the card, it was not much reason was able to opus. I did not put the video, the picture here, but I'm sure with my my subsequent videos, and I'll put it here. And see, the people that I'm speaking to now are actually relating to it. The card that these people use, they were the for cards. These cards actually help a lot because of Canada may be there. I'm in Canada, and I'm able to sit in my room and transact businesses with just a particular card, with just a particular platform. Inti osenidem otumu channel light bill, otumu otumu channel rent, osenidem he doesn't need to or use the card. After the time just recently okay, every month he loses $97 on the card, and that is what he used throughout the whole month. Just a card. So you should know that the card no actually there. It is a card no so auto format. How will you be able to get back to it? The same agency that provided a card for you, you can go back to them for them to give you a card. No, the old card now why you know it is now inactive. That is the card. So it brings about fighting corruption. It is not that one card for one person. Imagine when a card is for one person, it means that the system has already identified the person and only that person. The details of the iris, the details of oiling, the details of the fingerprints, the details of every other part of the body has been identified. It becomes very easy for you to say that, oh, this is oil Ekobedu, oh, this is oil Alpha, oh, this is oil Ekosika, oh, this is oil, because the card has identified and captured every part of yourself. It is very easy for you to be identified. It's only easy that we create another version of yourself. Because you would have been able to create two DNAs for him or herself. You only have one DNA. In the fingerprint, it's only one. You can't change it. And if we have a card like this, it's going to help. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so crowd in another idea. Now there is no need to apply separately for the passport with your Ghana card. In the first, we apply for a Ghana card and we apply for a passport. And all of these things are identification documents. In the Osna Sekita Ghana card now, you can easily apply for your passport. You don't need to go to the queue. Because I remember that when I was applying for my passport, for example, I applied online, which is online application of the passport application. We na mokoho, mubuki date na mokoho, mukodu hono. And again, we capture, we be some questions. Now we capture me details. Just like the wire Ghana card no. The we na we catch them the I should go now. When it is ready, they will send me a message or they will call me. And I'm watching one, then they call me. And I will mom a message so. Then I went to pick up my passport. But all that period never naming in a queue now. Mr. Q ever call on easy. If you are in Cape Coast or if you are in Chadi, if you are in Accra, the queues is not easy. If you are in Accra, because imagine the cosmopolitan oil region like Accra. The domino, but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said that this is what he wants to do. Ladies
and gentlemen, we have secured visa-free travel to a growing list of countries for the benefit of our citizens and businesses. However, the acquisition of passports by Ghanaians at home and abroad has continued to be difficult for many, even though it has significantly improved. So far, Ghana has about 4.5 million passport holders and 17 million people enrolled on the Ghana card, which is also an e-passport. To make it easy for Ghanaians to obtain passports, under my government, any Ghana card holder will only have to pay a fee for a passport. You don't have to apply for a passport when you hold a Ghana card. If you are a holder of a Ghana card, you will not need to apply separately for a passport. You just need to provide your Ghana card number, pay the fee on your mobile phone. This is because the Ghana card contains all the information and the biometrics for a regular passport.
This is why people want Bawumia as a president, because of the ideas. No, we don't need double registrations because some more Ghana card or National Education or Secretariat, another authority. Now, mom, capture my iris, capture my fingerprints, now the way maybe go to my pictures, baby. Now, my passport office, so I'm doing the same thing. It is double registration. It wastes time, but we want to make the people get more time to produce more, to work more, to be at their workplace and be able to pay taxes. It's for them to be working efficiently and also easy for them. No? You don't need to make them working to make them to be look at them for them to be working double. You need to make sure things are easy for them. How do you make it easy? As some so Obia 4.5 million people are holders of passport, and a lot of people are not holders of passport. To make it easy for those who are not holding a passport, no, because they have the Ghana card, now make it easy for them to hold their passport. In Tikita, Ghana card you should have your passport. That is all. You just have to pay the fee for the passport and then you have it. Because Ghana card doesn't. This is a brilliant idea. I bet you this is a brilliant idea. In the NDC for they are showing the video that during the time they printed the Ghana card, they don't understand. I am going to emphasize it again. It was started in 2003. The National Education Secretariat BBR. Then moving forward, now the system was built. In 2006, they made the act. Then NIA made the act in 2006, which was the Act 707. In 2008, they started mass production of Western region, Eastern region, and oil of the water region. In 2008 to 2010, they started printing. Into one NDC full fee there, they came in there. But when they did oil registration in 2011, when they started the distribution, state institutions and banks had a problem with oil the card because the card did not even have a chip, and they were not able to even merge it with oil their banks and oil state institutions. So they had a problem. Now all the processes in filling, Dr. Mudbeno, then he said that no, this was started by J. Kufuor. This was a brilliant idea. Now let me also add my own to it and let's solve this problem. Then he brought it back. Oh, the man to my a book or library na bibi ocean which in the beno nwa ifi next na aye no bi aye ama no why need bi. That is what he did, and he made sure he had more ideas to it. And this is actually the problem, making sure this adana or shit NDC ben NDC what how many years they did not do this. If you printed a card, the state institutions and banks had a problem, and you did not bring it out to solve the problem. But now, this has become revived by our Dr. Bawumia. In there, it is the powerful corruption fighting tool in Ghana now. Before me, I forgot to my phone because it's scheduled on one that is scheduled either. Mama currently may change to go, but in the comment section, do you think the Ghana card is actually a very significant oil property? Do you think there's a very nice oil initiative and share also experience with oil maybe Canada, UK, US, Australia, South America, North America? Also, why don't you comment section? This is making sure the truth is being told and being told very well, because we believe that Dr. Bawumia is actually fit for the digitization agendas and initiatives that he has more to give Ghana. Them amazing time from Yafa, which my family could get on one that is scheduled. Mama Curry, nature,